Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, you might have attended all the basic sessions of percentages topic which I have uploaded so far on my channel. Now in this session, once you are clear with all these concepts, in this session we'll be taking the problems from previous year CAT papers and some good problems from various mock tests and of course doubts have been sent by the students, so all of them I'm taking in this session. So do attend this session once you are clear with the basics. Okay, so let's begin. Yeah, one more thing, when the question appears on the screen, do try it on your own. Then after, once you are clear with this, once you are done with it, then only just match your solution and answer with mine. Okay, so this way you'll be able to practice with me. Let's move. Now this is a problem from CAT 2017 paper. Arun's present age is in years is 40% of Barun's. In another few years, Arun's age will be half of Barun's. By what percentage will Barun's age increase during this period? Okay, so 40% is basically what? It is 2 or 2 by 5, right? So we can say the ratio of Arun and Barun is 2:5. Okay. Now the question says, in another few years, Arun's age will be half of Barun's. Now we can see it very clearly that when it is 3, it is 6. We are adding just 1. Okay, when we add 1 to this and we add 1 to this, right, that means in same duration, right, same number of years. So it becomes from 2 to 3, it becomes from 5 to 6. So 3 is to 6, the Arun's age will be half of Barun's. Right, that means this few years, his another few years is nothing but one part. Okay, and we have to find out the percentage which percentage increment in Barun's age. So Barun's age is increasing one part on 5 parts, right? Initially his age is 5 part, because we are just putting up the ratio over here. We don't know what exact age is. So we assume it to be 5 parts. So on 5 part it is increasing 1 part, right? So here it is 20% increase, right? So hardly any paperwork is required, and it's a theta problem from CAT 2017 paper. Hardly 20 seconds problem. I hope you are clear with. Now the next problem further from same paper, CAT 2017 paper, maybe slots are different. Aram invests 50% of his monthly savings in fixed deposits, 30% of the rest. So first of all, in fixed deposits, he is depositing 50%. So I assume the total income is 100. So fixed deposit it is in 50 rupees. 30% of the rest. So I'm left with 50. So 30% of 50 is 15 rupees. So stocks 15 rupees. Okay. So out of 100, I have already spent 50 plus 15, that is 65. And rest goes into Ravi's bank account. So bank account is 50 plus 15, 65. So in bank account, it is 35. Now the question says, if the total amount deposited by him in the bank account, savings plus fixed deposit, is 59500. So according to me, it is 85. Now 85 is basically 59500. So I have to find the value of 100, right? So here it is 100 into 59500 by 85. We have to find out the value, right? Surely 595 should be multiple of 85. So 17 into 5, I put up these 20 over here. So here it is 70,000. So a very simple 20-second problems from CAT 2017 paper. I hope this is clear. Now one more problem from CAT 2017 paper. The number of girls appearing for an admission test is twice the number of boys. If 30% of the girls and 45% of the boys got admission, the percentage of candidate who do not get admission. So entire calculation is there in percentage only. So I assume girl and boy numbers. So boy I assume to be 100 and girls I assume to be 200 because twice. Okay, girls appearing for admission is twice. So suppose 200 girls are appearing and 100 boys are appearing. 30% of the girls have got the admission. So 60 girls, 30% of 200 is 60 got admission and 140 got didn't get admission. Okay, and 45%, so here it is 45 boys and remaining 55 didn't get admission. So we have to find out the percentage of candidates who do not get admission. So in all we have 140 plus 55, 195 out of 300. So percentage sense we have to find out. So I'm eliminating 0. So 65% do not get admission. A very simple problem from CAT 2017 paper, right? Now let's try this question from a mock test paper. A earns 25% more than B. Now since you have attended the basic sessions of percentage, I assume that. So you must be knowing if A is earning 25% more than B, that means A is earning 125% of B. So 125% is precisely 5 by 4. Okay. So A is earning 5 by 4 of B. So I can say A is earning 5 and B is earning 4. Right. So A is earning 5 by 4 of B. Right. So this thing must be clear to you. C earns 25% more than A. So C, he is earning 25% more than A. So C's earning should be 5 by 4 of A's earning, right? So A's earning is 5. So C's earning must be 5 by 4 of 5. So that is 25 by 4, right? Then we have D. A earns 20% more than D. That means A is 6 by 5 of D, right? That means D is 6 by 5 of A, right? 5 by 6 of A. So 5 by 6 of A is 5. So D is 25 by 6. Then E. E earns 20% more than A. That means E is earning 6 by 5 of A. So 6 by 5 of A is 6 by 5 of A. So that is 6. Okay. Now since all of them are A, B, C, D are earning in integral values. So what I do, I multiply all the terms by 12. So 4 and 6 will be cancelled out. So 12 into 5, 60, then 48, then 4 3s are, so this is 75, this is 50, and this is 72. Okay. So 48 and 72, 75, 50, 125, 60. Unit digit must be 5. So 305 is the correct answer. Okay, so that's pretty simple thing. If you are clear with this fact, if A is earning 25% more than B, that means A is earning 125% of B. So A is 5 and B is 4, right? So if the two data are clear, remaining can be found out very easily using these one. Okay, let's do the next. One more problem from CAT 2017 paper. Out of the shirts produced in a factory, 15% are defective, while 20% of the rest are sold in domestic market. So again, I assume the total number of shirts is 100. So out of 100, 15% are defective. Okay, so we are left with 85%. Okay, so from 85%, 20% of the rest. So 20% of 85, that is 17, right? So that is sold in domestic market. So 15 is defective. Then 17 is sold in domestic market. So 32 is already gone. Now we are left with 68. So if 68 is this, we have to find out the value of 100. So 8840 divided by 68 into 100. That's it we have to do. So okay. That's the correct answer. Just matter of 20 seconds. That's it. In a village, the production of food grains increased by 40% and the per capita production of food grains increased by 27% during a certain period. The percentage by which the population of the village increased during the same period is nearest to. Again, CAT 2017 paper problem. So I assume population to be 100 and per capita production Both I assume to be 10. Per capita production is also 10, right? So the total production is 100, right? Population is 10 and per capita production is also 10, so the total production is 100. Now the production of food grains increased by 40%. That means in this particular period is talking about the production, total production is increased by 40%. Okay, so the production is 140. The per capita production of food grains, so per capita increased by 27%. So if it is 10 over here, it will be 12.7 in this tenure. So we have to find out by which the percentage by which the population. So this we have to find out. Okay. So we have to find out this data. So this into this is actually this. So x is equal to 140 by 12.7. So approximately it will be 10 times of 12.7 is 127. So it is bit more than that. So it should be bit more than 10%. Or precisely it will be 127 plus we are left with 13. So 13 divided by 12.7, it is one more percentage, right? So here from 10 it is getting 11. So approximately this value is 11%, right? So from 10 to 11 it is from 10 it is being 11. So from 10 if it is being 11, that means there is an increase of 10%. Okay, so that's pretty clear. I hope this concept is also clear to you. Now this question from CAT 2018 paper. In an examination, the maximum possible score is n, while the pass marks is 45% of n. So pass marks is 45% of n. So I can say here it is 9 by 20 of n or 0.45 of n, whatever, right? A candidate obtained 36 marks but falls short of pass marks by 68%. That he is falling short of 68%, that means he is getting 32% of the pass marks, right? So what is the pass marks? 9 by 20 of n. So and this guy is getting 32% of the same. So this guy is getting this marks. Okay, and this is actually 36. So we have to find out the value of n. This 0 I take it over here, so it is 125. So n is equal to 250, right? So n is we have to find out the range. So from 252 to 243. Okay, so that's pretty clear. Pretty simple question at 22nd question from CAT 2018 paper. Now this is a doubt sent by a student. A two-digit number AB is 60% of X. Now how do we write a two-digit number AB? Where A and B are digits, that means the number is 10A plus B, right? This you should be knowing. So the two-digit number AB is 60% of X. So 60% is 3 by 5 of X. The two-digit number formed by reversing the digit, so that will be 10B plus A, is 60% more than X. So 60% more than X, that means 1 plus 3 by 5, or I can say 8 by 5 of X, right? We have to find out the value of X. Now though you have to solve this problem to get the final answer, but since we have been given options over here, we can take the help of the option. Now any two-digit number or the number that is obtained by reversing its digit is definitely an integer. That means the right hand side should be integer. That means X should be multiple of 5, then only you will get the right hand side to be an integer. So we have among options the single option that is multiple of 5, that is 45, right? So no need to calculate further. Otherwise, if the options are not given or if it is a theta problem, then you can just solve it. Even then, since we have been over here, we have 3 variables, so at least some guesswork is actually required, right? So by hit and trial, you just can get the correct answer. In a class, 60% of the girls students are girls and the rest are boys. Okay, so 60%, so girls and boys ratio is 60% is 3 by 5, right? So boys are 40%, girls are 60%. So the ratio will be 3 is to 2. So I assume this to be 3x and this to be 2x. Okay. So 60% girls and 40% boys. Now there are 30 more girls than boys. That means x is equal to 30. The difference between girls and boys is 30, right? So 3x minus 2x is 30. That means x is equal to 30. So 90 and 60. Now the next part is, if 68% of the students, including 30 boys, pass an examination. So boys, out of 60 boys, 30 boys are passed. Okay. And now we have to find out the percentage of girls who do not pass. Now 68% of the students, 30 boys passed. Out of 60 boys, that means 30 fail. And in all, 32% of the students are fail. And in all, 32% of the students are fail. So out of 150 students, 32% are fail. So in all, 48 students are fail. Out of that, 30 are boys. So remaining 18 are girls. Okay. So the percentage of the girls who do not pass. So out of 90, 18 girls are not pass. So it is 1 by 5. So it is means 20% of the girls are not passed. Okay. So a very simple problem from CAT 2018 paper, right? Once again, 60% students and 60% girls, 40% boys. So 3x and 2x. So difference is x and x is 30. So the total number of students are 150. Out of these 150 students, 32% are fail. So 32% of 150 is 48, and from these 48, 30 boys are fail. So remaining 18 girls are there who fail, and 18 girls out of total 90 girls, that is 20%. Okay. The income of one more this problem from CAT 2018 paper. So the income of Amla is 20% more that of Bimla. So I assume Amla, Bimla, and the third one is Kamla. So Amla's is 20% more than that of Bimla. That means it is 120% of Bimla. So 120% is 6 by 5. So this is 6, this is 5, right? If then Bimla, and 20% less than that of Kamla. So Amla is 6 and it is actually 20% less than Kamla. So it is actually 80% of Kamla. So 6 is equal to 80%, that is 4 by 5 of Kamla, right? So Kamla will be 30 by 4, or I can say 15 by 2, right? So to make all of them integers, I just multiply all the terms by 2. So here I'll get 12 and 10 and then 15. So these are their income as of now. If Kamla's income goes down by 4%, so what is 4% of 15? So that is 60 paisa. So now it is 14.4. Okay. And Bimla's income goes up by 10%. So this is now 11. Okay. So then what percent by which Kamla's income would exceed Bimla's income? Now how much it is more than this? That is 3.4 out of 11 and into 100 that we have to do, right? Now 11 threes are 33. I remove this. So precisely this calculation is 340, that can be written as 330 plus 10 by 11, right? 330 by 11 plus 10 by 11. Okay, so this is exactly 30. And this is approximately 1. Approximately it is 1, closest to 1. So 30 plus 1, 31. Right? So a very simple problem from CAT 2019 paper. Now let's see this problem once again from CAT 2019 paper, theta problem. In an examination, the score of A was 10% less than that of B. That means score of A was 90% of B. So I assume this to be 90, this to be 100. The score of B was 25% more than C, right? So 100 is 25% more, that means 125%. So 5 by 4 of C. So C will be 80. Okay. and the score of C was 20% less than that of D. So C is 80% of D, right? It is 20% less than that of D. So C is basically 80. It is 80% of D, right? That means D is 100. Now it says if A scored 72, that means basically this 90 is 72. So reduction is what? 18 over 90. That means precisely we have to take 80% of this, right? So D will be 80% of this, so that is 80. Okay, a very simple, I just can say 20-second problem from CAT 2019 paper. So I hope this thing is clear. 72 is 80% of 90. So 80% of 100 we have to find out. We want the score of D, so that is 80. Okay. So friends, I am sure you might have done all the questions correctly, and you have might have followed the same techniques which I am following so far. So I'll see you in the next session once again. Do revise this one and try to do as many problems as you can. Okay, follow us on Facebook. You can join our Facebook group as well. So you'll be able to keep yourself updated with the latest questions and video lectures and all that. Right? You can also follow us on YouTube. You can join our community. You can join this group YouTube channel also. So I'll see you in the next session once again. Bye bye.